The Magen Avraham, one of the commentaries on the Shulchan Aruch, he brings the custom of taking branches of trees and putting them around the Bet HaKnesset in the synagogue. And the reason for that, he writes, is because on Shavuot we are being judged on the fruits. Like the Mishnah says in Rosh Hashanah, Be'atzeret nidonim al perot ha'ilan. And therefore to remind people to pray for good produce, good fruits, they had a custom to put branches of trees in a synagogue on Shavuot to remind people to pray. The Vilna Gaon actually rejected as it became a non-Jewish practice, but we won't go into that subject now. There is a further reason to this, and it's brought in the Zohar HaKadosh. The Holy Zohar in Parashat Emor writes, it says in the Pasuk, Az yiranenu atzei hayar milifnei Hashem ki ba lishpot et haaretz. Yiranenu atzei hayar, the trees in the wild are going to be shaking because Hashem is coming to judge the world. And you ask yourself, judgment on the fruits is judgment on the world? Let me point out something very interesting. There are two feasts, two chagim, which are mentioned in the Torah, but there's no reason to the chag. We know Pesach comes as we came out of Mitzrayim. Sukkot, we commemorate the God took us when we traveled in the desert in Sukkot. Some say it was the clouds, some say it was actually Sukkot. But when it comes to Rosh Hashanah and Shavuot, there is actually no mention to the reason of both these chagim. All the Torah says about Rosh Hashanah is Zichron Truah, Yom Truah. It's a day where we make sounds of shofar. But it doesn't give us the actual reason, which we all know traditionally. It's written in the oral Torah that it's the day of judgment. But it's not explicitly written in the Torah, it's the day of judgment. Nor Shavuot. Shavuot, there's no reason to it in the Torah, other than being Yom HaBikurim, we bring the first new fruits, but there's no reason to this Chag why we commemorate it then. It doesn't say, but we all know traditionally, in the oral Torah it says, that's the day the Torah was given to the Jewish people. That was the day of Matan Torah. And you ask yourself, why doesn't the Torah write it explicitly? So there are two explanations given to this. We'll go with, the explanation is that a person must never think that we get judged only once a year. Yeah, you will remain in the level you are, all you're thinking, oh, I'll perfect myself closer to the day of judgment. No, there's judgment every day. There's general judgment on Rosh Hashanah. So therefore the Torah says, this is not the only day of judgment. You have to perfect yourself as if today you're going to be taken before judgment. Same thing is with the Kabbalat Torah, acceptance of the Torah. It's not a specific day in the year. Every day there's a bat call, there's a sound coming out of Har Sinai, Har Horev, and saying, Oy lahem le'Yisrael al shel Torah. Every day we got to accept ourselves the yoke of Torah. There's no day in the year which we are exempt and we can take it easy. But let us focus on the words of the Zohar. Today, Rosh Hashanah, Shavuot, is the day of judgment as far as Torah is concerned. If a person wants to merit, to come close to Hashem and follow the commands of Hashem and understand concepts of Torah in depth, we have to know we are being judged on Shavuot, on the success we'll have on Talmud Torah. And therefore, we have to perfect ourselves, especially in study of Torah on Shavuot. And that's where the custom comes, that we remain all night awake on the night of Shavuot, to strengthen ourselves in study of Torah, in order that the acceptance of Torah should be an even stronger one. And we'll have abundance of knowledge of Torah all year round, and strengthen ourselves on fixing time for learning all year round.